In 2023, a staggering 651.8 million Singapore dollars was lost to fraudsters, with 46,563 scam cases reported in Singapore, nearly 50% more than the number of cases reported in 2022. These, said Deputy Superintendent of Police, DSP, Sindar Dason, are staggering and worrying numbers, and rising exponentially. That's why there's a dedicated team of people in the Singapore Police Force, SPF, committed to investigating and reducing scam-related crimes. From Taylor Swift ticket scammers on Carousel and durian scams on Facebook to love scams and major scam rings based overseas, the Anti-Scam Command, ASC, sees it all. As the officer in charge of one of ASC's investigation teams, DSP's in the works with multiple organizations and stakeholders to investigate over 100 scam cases reported every day. When it comes to tackling scams, there's no such thing as working in silos, DSP Sindar said. Scams often involve various sectors, including banking, financial institutions, e-commerce platforms, food delivery apps, social media, and even psychological manipulation. Given this broad scope, we must collaborate with different stakeholders to tackle scams effectively. Scammers are getting increasingly creative in their methods, she added, so the ASC has to work doubly hard to protect the public. To stay ahead of the scammers, her team dedicates significant time on social media platforms such as Instagram, Facebook, and Telegram to spot emerging trends. They then devise strategies to prevent individuals from falling victim to the scams. While scammers are innovative, there's always a pattern we can identify, the 38-year-old said. The nature of the hoax is then shared with the public to minimize the impact of those scams. Some scams, such as love scams, are more complex, DSP Sindar added. Here, scammers adopt a fake identity and pretend to look for love and companionship. Victims would willingly give their trust and money to keep the relationship going. There is a deep psychological aspect to some scams, such that victims don't even realize they are being victimized, she said. In such cases, we work with the SPF, the communications team, to craft messages so that people vulnerable to these scams can relate to them, she added. We also help them recognize that what they are going through is not normal nor acceptable, and empower them to take steps to protect themselves. Most scam cases also involve working with the SPF's counterparts in other countries, such as Malaysia, Thailand, Japan, or South Africa. With how connected the internet has made us, we know that many scammers are based overseas, DSP Sindar said. She is also involved in investigating money mules, which are people who transfer scam-obtained funds to others, typically the ones they are forced to work for. Money mules are often tough to identify, as they may be based overseas, and money transfers are typically done within seconds. Soft skills are crucial to policing. Tackling scams is complex, and DSP Sindar understands this. To do the job well, one needs soft skills such as communication and leadership, she said. Often when the public speaks, or hears, of policing, there's a lot of emphasis on physical strength and capability, she said. And while that's very important, so are softer skills that help us connect with others. These skills will pave the way for us to get the whole story and aid us in our investigation to solve crimes. She added, when I work, I often tell myself to not forget all the humans involved in the cases I deal with. She joined the force in 2009 after graduating with a degree in sociology from the National University of Singapore. In 2012, she became the team leader of the Roshan Neighbourhood Police Centre, engaging in frontline policing. A year later, she moved to the Criminal Investigation Department, working in the Specialised Crime Branch. There, she worked undercover investigating major vice-related crimes such as online child sexual exploitation, human trafficking, illegal gambling, and prostitution. In addition to leading a team in the ASC, DSP Sindar also volunteers as a member of the SPF's Crisis Negotiation Unit. She is trained to handle critical situations like hostage crises and attempted suicides. She also serves as a para-counselor, offering support and lending a listening ear to fellow police officers in need. These roles helped me become better at empathizing with and listening to others, she said. And these are very crucial skills to have here in ASC. I guide my team to actively listen to victims, be calm when the victims are not, speak to people and other police officers from different parts of the world involved in various scam cases, and speak to accused subjects to gather crucial information on the cases we work on. She highlighted that while it might seem strange, it's important to listen to accused subjects or people suspected of committing crimes. Whether they are money mules, the masterminds behind the scam ring, or just an individual looking to get rich quick. They are humans with a story of their own, and we must hear them out so we can conduct a proper investigation. Working in the Singapore police force as an investigator has helped her become more understanding, empathetic and patient. Being in investigation work has shown me why I need to be kind, even when work gets difficult and frustrating, and it often does, she said. I lack insight into the challenges others face until I properly listen when they share their stories with me. And I want to keep improving so I can continue to serve better, and be better, and do my best to stop millions of dollars from falling into the hands of scammers.